Tonight, green and gold fever grips the nation. From schools to the stadium, fans come together to support the Tillies.
Go the Tillies!
And will superstar striker Sam Kerr make the cut? We'll have all the latest team news ahead of the big clash. Questions over the police response after a woman is stabbed to death in her home in Sydney's west. 1.2 million new homes over 5 years. National Cabinet sets a new housing target to tackle the supply crisis. And what's behind petrol prices spiking to the highest level this year? Good evening, Juanita Phillips with ABC News. They carry the hopes of a nation, and in just under an hour, the Matildas will be put to the ultimate test. And in news just in, Sam Kerr is in the starting 11. The Tillies will face the best Europe has to offer, the formidable England side in Sydney. Whatever the outcome, the Matildas have made history, reaching the World Cup semi-final, and Australians everywhere are loving the ride.
They've got the backing of a nation. Some fans from across the country were lucky enough to see their heroes just hours before the big game.
Yes, we're all down from Townsville, going to the game tonight. We are tragics.
We've been volunteering for the games down in Melbourne, and now up here in Sydney, lucky enough to buy tickets several weeks ago.
From schools in the bush to the city.
Who is going to win tonight?
On our streets.
Go the Tillies!
And fan sites across Australia. Matilda's supporters are everywhere.
I want the girls to go through so badly.
Come on, Australia!
For them to be in a position where they've got, this amount of support, they're not used to it, but they're very much welcoming it.
It's an especially good time to share a name with the beloved Aussie women's team.
I'm really happy that I'm named Matilda, and I really like them.
I've got Matilda the rabbit, and he's a male.
What was your name?
Matilda.
But spare a thought for this one Matilda.
My name is Matilda, but I am British, so it's been a bit hard to decide who to support in the game. Obviously, I'm going to, be loyal to my roots.
At this English pub in Sydney, friendly rivalry is in full force.
To keep on giving us the opportunity to have a go at each other, which is pretty good. Cricket was a draw, really. Netball we lost.
Oh yeah, draw, but we retained the Ashes, right? Let me think. Oh yeah, we retained the Ashes.
It was 2-2, mate.
And the stakes couldn't be higher when it comes to international bragging rights.
I will wear the Matildas strip if we don't progress, and I'll be cheering them on if we don't progress.
The idea 30 years ago, frankly, or 20 years ago, that you would have had full stadiums watching women's team sport was something that would have been seen as being exceptionally ambitious. Well, that's long gone.
England has a better world ranking, but we have something they don't. A massive home crowd and seriously devoted fans who've tried to evolve our standard Aussie, Aussie, Aussie war cry.
Waltzing for the Matildas, no matter which way tonight goes. Kathleen Ferguson, ABC News, Sydney.
We have reporters at key sites across Sydney. First, let's go to Stadium Australia, where the World Cup semi-final is about to kick off. And to Tracy Holmes first. Tracy, she's in.
She is in. This is the news that so many people have been waiting for. For the first time in this World Cup, Sam Kerr, the Australian captain, will be starting. I can already imagine the cacophony of noise that we are going to hear when they run out onto the pitch against England. But it's going to be an incredibly close encounter. These women play with each other in domestic leagues in Europe. They know each other so well. England hoping to get to their first ever World Cup final. They've been in the semis 3 times. Australia, it's the first time they've made the semi-finals, and of course they want to go one further. They want to beat England for a meeting with Spain in the final of the FIFA World Cup on Sunday.
Tracy Holmes, thank you. Let's go to Lydia Feng. She's nearby at Western Sydney Stadium. Lydia, people have travelled far and wide to be there.
That's right, Juanita. Some of the people I've spoken to say they've travelled as far as Liverpool and Penrith to be part of the action here tonight. And hundreds of fans, as you can see, have already arrived here. They might not have scored a ticket to the main event, but fans here at Western Sydney Stadium say they'll be cheering just as loud as those at Stadium Australia. Some of the die-hard fans actually arrived here as early as 2 o'clock this afternoon, camping out front of the stadium and braving the cold just to make sure they could nab a good spot here to watch the Matildas in this history-making clash against England. Young and old are here tonight, dressed in their best green and gold, of course. And one thing's for sure, confidence is high. Everyone is hoping that the mighty Matildas bring home a win tonight. Juanita?
Lydia Feng reporting there, and Chloe Hart is among the crowd at Sydney Football Stadium. Chloe, it's usually all about league there at this time of year, but not tonight.
No, not tonight, Juanita. Thousands of fans are packing out the Sydney Football Stadium in the heart of the city. From the football fanatics to the people that are jumping on the Matildas bandwagon, there's certainly a huge groundswell of support across the city. There's so much energy in the air, there's excitement is building, and there's certain electricity in the air in anticipation for this historic match. It's certainly a rarity to open up these kind of stadiums to watch a game on the big screen, but again, it just shows the enormity of tonight's game and how the whole country is getting behind the Matildas.
Chloe Hart, thank you, and thanks to all of our reporters covering the big match tonight. Have fun and enjoy. It was a stain on the former coalition government, and now the Minns government is facing its own jobs for the boys scandal. The Transport Minister is under fire for appointing a former Labor staffer to run her department after independent recruiters said he'd be a risky hire. Documents also reveal he got the job over a woman who was found to be highly suitable for the role.
Transport Minister Jo Halen says she wanted